It is my pleasure and honor in your name to offer this award to our friend, Sheriff Baca. Nobody is more deserving, and no words to describe him better than what Shakil eloquently said. It reads, the Islamic Center, the Islamic Shura Council of Southern California, 2011 Truth and Justice Award to Dr. Leroy David Baca, Sheriff of Los Angeles County, for your unwavering commitment to serve all people and to build bridges with all communities, and your courage to speak truth and uphold justice. And the date.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very touched by your thoughtfulness. And, you know, before I say much more, I want to introduce you to my wife, Carol. She's here with me. Shakil, thank you so much for your friendship and your brotherhood to me. And when Shakil gave me the Quran, I was very touched, because the Quran is a more important award to be receiving than any of the awards I've ever received. And for the executive director of the Shura Council to take it upon himself to buy or acquire, either way, it's the same gift, a beautiful Quran, which is so magnificently put together. And when I did, as Shakil indicated, started reading, I was so impressed with so many verses that I took 2 of the verses with me to a conference in Lyon, France, where police departments from around the world were convening. And I read those verses to all those police chiefs. And beforehand, I met the police chief of Tehran, and I gave him my card. He says, well, we'll talk someday, but our countries aren't doing well together. So we'll wait for that day in the future. And I said, of course. But after I read the 2 verses of Quran to all the police chiefs of those world police departments, including his, he came up to me and he said, thank you for reading those verses. Can you please tell me what verses they are? And I gave him the verses. And he said, I know we'll see each other again in better times. That's the power of the Quran. I was not the originator of those words. The Prophet, peace be with him, was the originator of the words. So, Shakil, you were instrumental in a significant exchange of 2 individuals from 2 different parts of the world with the same responsibility, bonded by 2 verses in the Quran. And so what this award means to me is that each and every one of you here who have faith that is a strong historical reality that has saved generations of people in a manner that allows them to know God, that you are the ones that deserve the award for educating me. I'm merely the instrument of service. I'm a person who calls himself a weak Catholic. though I don't claim to know as much as I should about my own faith. And I do read the Bible and the Quran, and I believe that it's important for me to read as many books of faith, of all the great faiths. But this is about you as individual Americans who happen to be Muslims as well, becoming a part of the greatest resource that America needs as a country, and that is peace, love, and justice, which you've been taught from the Quran to believe in. And it's that peace, love, and justice that will continue to make this nation a nation that understands God's gift to life. And as I was talking to Dr. Sophia here, who is an amazing story in herself, I'd like you to all look at yourself as being amazing stories to America as gifts. I'd like all of you as Muslims to consider yourself a gift to America. But like all faiths that came before yours and all ethnicities, all races and all religions, this country has had challenges in adapting to new people all the time. And so in the context of my comments to you, I want you to have not less confidence in your contributions to American dream, but to have more confidence in being a Muslim American. My job is to not just defend your right to have your faith. My job is to protect your faith from being attacked by any other faith or any other source. But this job does not come from my principles alone. It comes from my own faith that there is a God that we all worship, whether we're Muslim, Jew, or Christian, or others, or other faiths. The truth is that there is a God. And when you love others' lives, you're serving God. And when you learn to appreciate your own gifts as a human being, the fact that you can read a Quran is a wonderful thing. And the hope and prayer is that everybody can read a Quran someday and understand the wisdom that is there. And the whole goal of life in God's eyes is to love life. And if we love life, then we must defend all faiths with vigor and have a sense of appreciation for what those faiths mean to God and mankind together. I'm hopeful that we don't forget each other in this small moment of time. My commitment as a law enforcement person is to unite all the Muslim nations in the world in their effort to preserve their faith, but most importantly, all nations' number one job is to protect and serve their people. We need to do a better job everywhere in the world of protecting the Muslim faith. We have to do a better job in unifying our diversity. America is the place that can do it, and we must be an example to the rest of the world that we in the United States are unified in our faith, unified in our races, unified in our ethnicities, and have this unwavering commitment to God in our own form, privately or publicly or religiously. So when I think about my award tonight, My only desire is to reassure all of you here that it is an honor to live on this beautiful place called Earth, and that all human beings in God's eyes are created equal, and that it's up to all of us to extend our hands to those who are different than ourselves, as I'm trying to do in my own way with anybody. I don't care if they're homeless, mentally ill, illiterate, criminals, or elegant people of success and virtue, as Muslim Americans are. My job is to not judge, but to serve and protect. God bless you and thank you.